I'm Bafus. I'm here in Moscow, and I am the manager of the new Trinity Moscow Food Pantry. Chief Duke is one of the elders of our church, and at the time that he came to finding the center, about the same time I was approaching the elders saying, we need to do something. There's a real need for food in our area. So he works with us every week right there at the food pantry. In addition to doing that, I'm also on the Partner Advisory Council of the Idaho Food Bank. I'm also on the board of Backyard Harvest. And in my free time, I actually have a business, and I am a freelance bookkeeper and a payroll specialist. One of the things that, one of the reasons we did this is because I saw the need for food in the area, having worked in other food pantries. And so I'm going to try to not bore you too much with statistics, but how do I back up? I went too far. There we go. The Idaho Food Bank, which we are a partner of, is a partner of Feeding America. So you may have seen some of the information that came out with a study that Feeding America just recently did that talks about food insecurity. And if you see the dark parts in Idaho, those are high areas of food insecurity. Idaho has 15.8% of its population considered food insecure. And food insecure is more than just poverty. It's poverty, and it could also be other factors that add into it, such as high medical bills, the fuel prices going up, food being not available at an inexpensive price. And so let's drill this down to local. In Latah County, Feeding America has determined that there are 6,450 people approximately food insecure in our county. And you'll see the band that shows 53%, 6%, 41%. 53% of those food insecure people are below the threshold of poverty, so they're eligible for food stamps, most likely. 6% are in between, so they're eligible for other programs such as WIC, Women's, Infants, and Children. 41% of the food insecure people have no other avenue to address that food insecurity other than food pantries. And there's also Whitman County. I threw that one in there too. So Whitman County has 7,190 people considered food insecure. So if you add that together, on the Palouse, we have 13,640 people food insecure. So when you talk about food insecurity, what is the best way to address that? And Feeding America has determined that the best way to do that is through food pantries. And for some unknown reason, they have determined that 78 pounds per year per person in poverty is what is needed to address that insecurity. The contract with the Idaho Food Bank that they have, for which each of their food banks across the country, the contract is to do at least 39 pounds per year. And when I went down to Boise with the Partner Advisory Council, I was shocked to learn that there are 3 counties in the state that are not meeting that, nor are they making any progress towards that. One of the 3 is Latah. Yeah?
Tell me to reach your data, and I think I heard her mention that under her breath. The 78 pounds per year doesn't
That's right.
That's a lot of food.
78 pounds per year, which is approximately 2 times to the grocery store. Yeah, it's not very much. And that very low amount, half of that, Latah County isn't anywhere close to reaching. So that's why Latah County, according to Feeding America, is considered a red county, because we're in danger of not even close to meeting that need. One of the things that Feeding America wants to do is to have what they call choice pantries. The old type of food bank that started in the 80s when people first started doing food banking was people would assemble a box and give it to people. But the model that seems to work the best is choice pantries, where people come through and they're allowed to pick from certain categories. And so that's the model that we have chosen to do. So these are a few pictures of our food pantry. We are located in Trinity Baptist Church here in Moscow. It's the new church out on Fairview Drive. There's a picture of the church. There's a picture of the door that enters to the food pantry. We're open on Tuesdays from 4 to 7 p.m. And there's a picture of the shelves, some of the shelves. It's a little low right at the moment. We started in May. Started out the first week we fed 5 families. And last week, we fed 82.
Wow.
And you can see through the months, it starts in May, my funky little graph here. You can see that the last week of the month that it always spikes, and that is because by the last week of the month, people who do receive SNAP benefits have used them up. And they have no other way of getting food, and so they will often come to the pantry. And we're only open one day a week. We'd like to open it more often, but we don't have the resources right now. One of the things I wanted to tell you about is some of the faces of people we see. There's people that may fall into poverty guidelines but aren't eligible for SNAP benefits because they've cut back those benefits. And it's really sad when people come in and they are very, very excited to get toothpaste. Or they're thrilled because you gave them 2 rolls of toilet paper. And those are items you can't even purchase from food stamps, which I had no idea. So next time somebody knocks on your door and asks for food, give generously. And if you want to donate to anything, donate to Idaho Food Bank and or our food bank. Thank you very much.